Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be customizing my OHUHU sketchbook with the Arteza Acrylic Markers, the 20 count set, and they went ahead and sent me this in order to give an honest review. And inside we have 17 bright colors, 3 colors that are metallic, 20 replaceable chisel tips, and 1 pair of tweezers. And it says it works on most surfaces: stone, glass, wood, metal, fabric, porcelain, canvas, plastic, paper, cardboard, and pottery. So I would assume it works just fine on this sketchbook. The sketchbook itself has a bit of a texture to it, like a faux leather kind of texture, but I don't think that'll be a big deal. How to use, shape, pump, and then draw. Sounds pretty easy. First off, I'm going to start out by opening up to a fresh new page just to do some color swatching, see how each marker comes out. There we go. Oh wow, that's a lot of replacement nibs, which is great in my opinion. Sweet, okay. And then these are the tweezers. Nice, cool. And yeah, this is the entire color set. I'm gonna start off. I thought for a second these were double-sided and I tried to take off the back, but yeah, no, it's not gonna happen. Okay, so this is fluorescent pink. So I'm shaking first and then I'm gonna pump. And it may take a bit since these are new, never used before, so I gotta give time for the paint to actually get to the nib. Ah, come on. Oh, there we go. Oh, that was fast. Actually. Oh wow, yes, that absolutely is fluorescent pink. I'm gonna go ahead and put color names right next to it in the same marker. Oh, it's so pretty. Ooh, this is like highlighter yellow. Did not expect that because it didn't really give me the vibe on the color of the marker that it would be highlighter yellow, but I mean, it does say phosphorescent yellow though, so there's that. I don't know why I color swatched the white, but you know, I still did it anyways. So these are all the colors, all 20 of them, including the white, which you can't see, but anyways. So I definitely feel like my color choices are a little limited. But regardless, I still have an idea that I think will work for what I want to do on the cover. So I'm just going to start out with the spearmint green color. And wow, this really like glides amazingly despite the textured cover. I'm having really like no difficulty when it comes to painting right on it. Now the only thing I see being a problem is the fact that it kind of looks chalky, but it's not so much the issue with the paint as it is just the texture of the sketchbook being ridged. So the color goes into the ridges and then kind of doesn't do too well on top of the ridges. Am I making sense? So basically the paint just doesn't look as opaque. Maybe that can just be fixed by putting more paint on top of it. Yes, I'm adding horns. I don't know what it is. I'm so obsessed with them. Don't ask me why. The horns are messed up. God. Okay, let's see if I can fix them. I've got more of a curvature happening in this one than I do in the other one. So, this looks awful. Maybe this is a sign that I shouldn't have done horns. I'm not sure. Okay, I picked up this green, which is the phthalo blue, but funny that it's phthalo blue and not a green color, but okay. And I was hoping for it to be darker than the original color that I used for the skin, but it's really not that much darker. Oh, probably gonna do this really dark green, this forest green. Yeah, this is better than what I had before. It doesn't exactly match, but that's okay. With the skin tone, I mean. It doesn't exactly match with the skin tone, but get some shadow in there. Kind of want to use this phosphorescent pink for her eye color. Yeah, I'm gonna go for it. I'm like hesitant because I don't know if that would really work that well, but I guess we'll see. Okay, so the eyes came out definitely pretty bright, although it kind of got mixed with the white, so that kind of diluted it a bit. So now I've moved on to her lips. I'm using this magenta color to do the top lip. And before I did the lips, I did sort of like let everything dry a bit because my colors started mixing together in a bad way. So yeah, definitely make sure most of your paints are dry if you're moving on to like a big color change. That said, I'm going to see if I can mix the white and magenta together to get a slightly lighter color than my top lip. So far it's working, so that's good. Just because the light hits the bottom lip more than it does the top lip. There we go. Nice. That actually worked out more perfectly than I anticipated. I'm like really struggling with this though. I don't know. Because like the eyes just look wonky, and if I were able to have done a sketch, I feel like things would be more proportionate, but winging it is just, ooh, it's just difficult. Maybe I can fix these horns a bit with this dark forest green. I don't know, let's see. They came out a little better. Yeah, no, they're still really tilted. Ah, I hate that. I'm gonna add more paint to the horns because they're kind of weirdly see-through. All right, now I'm gonna try and see if I can finish these eyes up a bit with some black liner. Okay, so the eyes look a little better. And basically just trying to even them out a bit more, and then put some eyelashes down here, and then use magenta, put in some actual irises in there. Okay, I'm starting to feel a little bit better about it, but I don't know. I mean, confession, I've never really used acrylic markers before, so there's that. So this is kind of like a first impressions kind of thing. Then I'm gonna do blue hair. Just gotta think about it for a second, see what kind of hairstyle I want to do. Probably gonna do bangs right here, but I'm probably gonna do like circle eyebrows really quick. They're gonna look funky, but I mean the character itself is pretty funky, so there we go. And then there we go. I kind of expected this blue to show up a lot stronger. I'm not entirely too sure why it's so faded-ish. Definitely gonna have to put a few layers because you can still see her scalp. Ah, geez. Okay. So probably gonna let it dry and then work on this area of her hair, and then probably a red shirt or orange or red. I'm not sure. I think either color would go just fine, considering that basically all the colors I've used are on the cooler side. So a warm color would go pretty good. So I went with the orange, and I'm probably gonna outline it in red once it dries. And then gonna go back to the hair, see if I can put another layer so that it's more opaque. Okay, so since the lips dried, I went ahead and I added a little bit of white just right in the middle, kind of give her smile a little bit more, I don't even know, personality, because it felt a little flat. So I grabbed the black, but I actually don't want to use the black. I want to go ahead and use my darkest blue, which is the sapphire blue, and start kind of outlining her eyebrows that are these cute little patches. And then her hair. Probably going to fill this in dark just to kind of show that this is sort of behind her neck, this hair right here. And then continue on with my outlining. I'm getting more content with this piece. I'm more relaxed about where it's going because when I started, I don't even know. I had no idea what I was doing with it, to be quite honest. So now I'm just gonna fill in her shoulders. And then I kind of want to do like this goopy kind of look up top with the fluorescent green. I don't really know why, but in my head it seemed kind of cool. Kind of hoping it still comes out that way. Pink would have probably been a nicer color. But the green definitely does look like slime. Okay, so then I'm gonna outline the shirt in red, which should be pretty easy to do. I went with a pretty simple shirt. I feel like I should add something to it. I don't know, maybe just red stripes, just to add something to it because it looks just a little too plain. And then put some shinies in her eyes, maybe on her nose too, and then probably on her horns. I never really could fix the horns the way that I was hoping to, but who's to say all people with horns have perfect horns, you know? Who knows? That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. And then I'm gonna add some lining to the rest of her body, just so that she looks like more finished and not lazily half done. I'm probably gonna turn it around and outline the slime with this dark green color that I've been using. And I'll probably add some shinies to the slime as well, just to like make it look more dimensional. Because I feel like shading is definitely limited when it comes to using acrylic markers like this. Oh, and her hair. I mean, it's definitely not the kind of shading that I would like to do, or even the kind of highlights I'd like to do. Mostly because it looks flat. But regardless, I am really liking the end result of this so far, because I thought it was going to turn out a lot more rough. I also feel like if I had more colors, I'd be able to do more. I don't know. Maybe I'm just making up more excuses. Could add a white outline to her. I think I might do that just to like make her pop out from the black of the sketchbook. Because I don't know, it kind of looks like it's a bit difficult to see her. Yeah, this is a good idea. Yeah, I feel like you can appreciate the character a bit more now. It almost looks like she's a sticker that I put right on this. And I really like it, actually. I think I'm going to do the same to the slime as well. It's easier to work with when I have it upside down. Yay, this looks a lot cooler. Okay. I don't feel like her face is all that well defined. Debating on putting black in it to like line it. All right, I might regret this, but I also might not. And the verdict is, I don't know. I don't think I regret it. I think it looks really nice. Okay, well, I guess I'll continue. I mean, I did want to keep it lineless to an extent, but in some areas it just doesn't work because the colors are just not that dark enough. I do wish the nibs were smaller. I feel like the nibs are just really too big to get the sort of detail that I would like to get in there. Either that or just have it the way that Posca pens do with just different sets of markers with like small, medium, and large nibs and brush nibs and, you know. So you'd be rebuying the same like color, but at least you would have different sorts of nibs to help make different line weights and things like that. Although I do believe that this is a fairly new product from Arteza. Pretty sure it is. So who knows what plans they have in store for this. Like they may already be coming out with different size nibs and things like that. I'm not entirely too sure though. I would think they would be. Okay. Kind of feel like I should have added ears to her, you know, like poking through her hair. But I mean, I could, but it'd take a lot of heavy editing as far as painting goes. And I don't want to screw anything up. So I think I might do a little bit on the back, like maybe on the spine. Probably try and have it connect to the side and have it go down to make more drippy slime. And then I'll probably put sketchbook on the side down here. And this is technically like sketchbook number 2. Because I never do sketchbooks, or at least I shouldn't say I never do sketchbooks. I'm starting to get more into the routine of using sketchbooks because I am mostly a digital artist. But since starting my YouTube channel, I have been doing a lot of traditional art. And so it got me wanting to get back into having a sketchbook. And just to keep the theme going all over the place, I am going to do a simplistic version of the same sort of design on the front and just kind of carry it over to the back, just with the slime and then the same sort of weird bubbles that I've got going on in the front, just in the back as well. And there's no real rhyme or reason or pattern, I should say, to this. Just kind of putting these bubbles wherever my heart desires. And then same sort of outline, highlights. Just little white strokes on the slime and little white dots on the bubbles. Nice. And then lining it in white. And that's that. So this is the back of the slime with the bubbles. And then we've got the spine with the slime coming down and the wording. And then the front. Oh, she looks super cute. I'm actually really happy with how this came out because I had zero confidence in the beginning. Overall though, my experience with these markers were pretty good. I am actually pretty glad I got to finally experience acrylic markers. I feel like everyone on YouTube is just really enjoying customizing their stuff with their acrylic markers. And then Arteza offered theirs. And I was like, well, heck yeah. Overall, I like them. I do wish that there were different size nibs, like I said before. But other than that, they ended up being really fun to play around with. And the price of them on their Arteza.com site is $24.99. On Amazon, you can also get them, but they're slightly pricier at $29.99. So if you enjoyed this video, maybe comment, like, and subscribe. And I will see you next time. Thanks, guys. Bye.